You're such an asshole.
I don't have an answer to this. I don't. I only got a theory. And it's I don't know if it's a good one. I just got it explains the phenomena, but I don't know if it is accurate and what's going underneath the hood. So let's read the guy's response. It's two-parter. Video response, please. Hi, Aaron. You handsome wet dream of the gay community. On dating apps, women usually have a grocery list of things they want from a man. For several times now, I have noticed that even after ticking all their boxes, they either ghost me or send a short message saying thanks but not interested. To which I answer, "What do you mean not interested? You have every right. If you've checked all the boxes, you have every right. I'm so done with this shit." To which I answer, "What do you mean not interested? I'm everything you say you want from a man. Why does this happen? Yours, I'm not gay, but for Cappy, I could try. P.S. Say hello to TJ Martinell for me. Give him a big kiss while you're at it." Well, TJ's not here. He's in Seattle. And I said, "Well, can you give me a more precise example? Because I'm drawing blanks or have some real weak theories." About the only thing I could immediately come to, like, all right, let's say you're the 666 and this and that. You got the right pictures and all that. The only thing I could think of is you're ugly. Or maybe you got a weird looking face or beady eyes. There might be something wrong with your face. And maybe I should have had you send me a picture of your face. But if you've checked off all the lists, this is kind of fear a lot of guys got. Okay, I got to go make $100,000 a year. That is a tremendous amount of work, especially if you're a younger man. That is a tremendous amount of work to get there. You got to be jacked. You got to be in shape. That is also a tremendous amount of work. You also have to sacrifice in diet. Let's say you're also 6 feet tall. That's genetic. You don't control that, but let's say you won the lucky dice on that. And then you go to all the lengths to have the aesthetics correctly on your dating app, which takes time. And you do it. If you meet the increasingly delusional laundry list of items that women want, and they're still rejecting you, I can see how that's like, what now? What more could I possibly do? And I got to that point, not that I was 6 feet tall and making 100 figures, but I had tried every variable and everything under the sun before I got to the point, like, what if I'm not the problem? And this wasn't necessarily even in relation to women, though it was part of it. It was just in life in general. What if I'm not wrong? I got perfect grades. I busted my ass off. I worked hard. What if everybody else is wrong? And then all of a sudden the housing crisis happened. Women started crying because their eggs dried up, and you started seeing it like you took the red pill, the wool was removed from your eyes. You're like, oh my God, I bet there's just been lied to this entire time. Everyone's a douchebag. That will be the title of my next book. Everyone's a douchebag, and you're not insane, by Aaron Clary. But I sure would have liked to avoid all that unnecessary work. And I could definitely see young men today, as it pertains to women, not necessarily career and all that. You want to be the most expeditious. And if you go through all that work and the girls, I got like 3 10s, I know. 1 10 was a 10. And he says, I'm not doing this anymore. He stopped going to the gym. He got fat, not morbidly obese, but he got overweight, started eating what he wanted to. He didn't care anymore. I got another guy he's been dating, and it's just a nightmare for him. And the third guy, one of our Australian agents in the field, this guy's top 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. And the girls he's running, he's like this. And there's merit for working out for your own sake and, making money for your own sake, certainly all that. But I think a lot of young guys want to, like, okay, I've done all this. Not only is it worth it, because otherwise, look, if I'm going to become Mr. Perfect and you're still going to shoot me down, I'm going to go play video games and jerk off to the prawn. Just to be perfectly honest. I want to sit and eat potato chips. So I could see him doing that. But then also see you just don't waste your time. And I said, can you give me a more precise example? Because I'm operating from, there's got to be something wrong with you still. And maybe there's something I can suss out. Hi, Aaron, who is a mercenary and a whore from the Carlson School of Management. I'll give you an example. Girl's profile had all the regular requirements, saying that a man has to be at least 6 feet tall, at least have a master's degree, have a job, no debt, no mental health problems, be in good shape, live in my area, have his own place, not live with mom, have good hobbies. Playing video games doesn't count, have a social circle of friends. All right, you met them all. You met them all. After sending her a message to a girl like this and stating, I am what you are looking for, they either don't answer or send a short message saying not interested. This has happened several times now, not every time, of course, but often enough for me to notice. Yours, I'm not gay either, but $20 is $20. PS, if you try Starfield yet? No, I'm not playing Starfield. I heard you got pronouns, and I just don't do woke video games. I refuse to give them money. All right. So here's my theory, and I could be wrong. Ryan Stone is really someone you should talk to because great quote of his, what do women want? More. And continuing on in that theory, I'm wondering, premise one, girls aren't that interested in guys. Premise two, girls are flooded with attention from guys. Premise three, their asses are roundly kissed in practically every other manner because everybody wants either the money, their vote, their pussy, whatever. And I don't think they've ever gone without. Like, for you to value something, it has to have scarcity. And if everything is in abundance, you don't value it. Like, someone was telling me that this Epstein stuff with the kid touchers, all right? He was saying he actually believes it happened. I don't have an opinion. He's saying if you have so much money and wealth, everything gets so bored to you, you'll find anything to stimulate you. I would hope it would be hard narcotics and not little kids. I would hope you'd find some other exciting hobbies like hang gliding or going to the Arctic, not little kids, but whatever. These people are weird and evil. But I've seen a couple, like, if you had everything, nothing, it's like you take about I saw this when I did security for one of the Saudi families. Like, they would literally take a bite of something and leave the rest of it on the, like, they just had so much money, they didn't know what to do. Watch my video about it. One of the wives, I guess, bought a big old box of hand sanitizer. And I asked, I said, "Oh, is that like they give that alms to the poor?" Like, no, she just wanted to buy it. And what I saw, with my economist mind, they were disconnected from value and money because their money was technically infinite. They could afford anything they wanted, and therefore nothing had value. And I'm wondering if women have had it so good and just been, especially when it comes to men, just offer upon offer upon offer, and the underlying assumption that most men are just kind of meh about guys, that what would it take to get whatever the Saudi king or I don't think it was the king. I think it was one of the princes, of which there's thousands of them. What would it take to get that person to smile and feel life again? What guy, what characteristics and traits would the guy have to have for her to say, "Oh yeah, I'll go out with you," and be excited about it? And I think she's just flooded, or these girls are just so flooded that women's decision making, choice making, how they choose men has gone from logical, which admittedly was quite some time ago, to truly ethereal. And I had to look up the word. I said, "Is ethereal the word?" And it went away. Hang on, let me look up ethereal. And that's why I put a picture of this weird girl with the horse. Ethereal, extremely delicate and light in a way that seems too perfect for this world. Her ethereal beauty. And I think that's the realm that women have gone to now, where you check off all the logical boxes, but now it goes to ethereal or amorphous, intangible, emotional, psychological, spiritual things that can't be nailed down. We just didn't vibe. I'm not getting good vibes from them. How many of them believe in this astrology BS? Uh, because you've checked all the boxes, you've logically qualified, And now, just like HR girls decide, like, "Oh, I don't how they hire people, they don't hire based on competency, experience, and all that. Go with the wooey wooey, wah woo crystals and tarot card bullshit. And since they're not, I don't think they're that invested about finding a guy. They're certainly waiting for like the perfect guy that just, oh my god, he's amazing. But eh, eh. And so when you've abandoned any kind of logic, you're trying to like, okay, what else can I do? I don't think there's anything you can do. And I would also say, I think they're now officially handicapped. I don't think they can find a guy anymore because they're looking for a little bit better and then a little bit better. And I guess this kind of correlates with hypergamy a little bit, but I think it goes beyond that. I think everything has been satisfied that had in such abundance, they no longer know what the value of it is anymore, that they themselves don't even know what they're looking for. They're looking for something that doesn't exist. They're just the universe will speak to them, and they've long ago abandoned any objective, measurable metrics by which they could like, "Oh, I really ought to, this guy's got a good resume. I should go out with him and see if we get to know you." It could be as petty as, well, they read their I'm not kidding. It could be as dumb as they read their astrology scroll thing and like, "Oh, it wasn't a good day. Venus wasn't aligned with Neptune." And they're off the funny farm. There's no anchoring in the real world anymore. Now, I don't know if that's anywhere in the ballpark. I know it explains it, but especially the better looking. I know one gal in particular. Oh my god, just no tethering anymore to the real world. And once you leave the real world, I don't know how or why or what. And I think it's all emotion and spirituality and tarot card reading bullshit. Oh, the spirit and the universe will tell me. Okay, fine, go on. That's what I'm guessing. And then it'll be 38, 42. I don't know. This is new ground they're going into, new ground. But I look, you did all you could, and I don't know, just keep going. Don't let it bother you. I guess these girls are, cleaning themselves out for you, so I wouldn't lose sleep over it. Is that it? That's it. All right. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.